Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited about tonight. Yes, it's a night to give um, a discussion, a chat about one of my favorite things, which is about empowering self. And I've come up with a little bit of a positive way of giving you some tools, especially with everything that is going on in the world and um, many of us having a lot of losses. I think it's really important to put out there how we can give to ourselves and lift ourselves up and hopefully lift others up and really truly inspire other people. And but we have to start with ourselves first. So I'm really excited. Come on in, say hello, let me know who's here, let me know where you're watching from, and we'll start in a couple minutes as usual. Hello, Rachel. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hello, Priscilla. Good to see you. And Sarah, good evening, all the way from the UK. David, hello from my hometown of Chicago. Good to see you. Dina, hello. Good to see you. And Michelle, good to see you. Hope everybody is doing well. Debbie from Maryland. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for being here. Hi, Beth. Hello, Ellen. Hope you're doing well. And so good to see so many people. I am on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. So if you're not following me, please like, follow, and share. I'm also on TikTok, guys. So you can find my stuff on Linktree, which is linktr.ee/ Elias Patras. And that's where you'll find all of the social media stuff that I am on. And if you want to be part of my email list, go to eliaspatras.com and you'll have that. Joni, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Joni. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joni. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right. Hello, Irma. Good to see you, Irma. And Elise from Michigan. Elise, we're in Michigan. Have we ever talked about that? We're in Michigan. Um, Carla's telling you happy birthday. And thank you, Priscilla, for putting this on here. And thank you for putting that on there. So, what we're going to talk tonight about is as our little, I want to say, as our little sign, or as the preview said, spring is coming. Spring is coming. And what are we going to do to empower ourselves? And that's the most important thing. Spring is all about renew, rebirth. That's why we're doing all this renewal this month. And it is important, super important, to look at yourself and say what's been dormant. How have the winter, which is all about going within, introspection, and now we planted a seed, we want to water that seed, and we want to watch ourselves bloom. So how do we do that? How do we empower self? Well, I'm kind of taking all this together, and I really want to hear from you guys. So this is going to be very much, I wish it was a Zoom, but to be on all these um, social media platforms, a little bit challenging. So this is what we're going to do. But if somebody wants to join me, like be on camera with me, if we're dialoguing and you think that would be easier, just when I get to you, just say, yes, I'd like to be on camera, and we'll make that happen. Okay. Either on Instagram or here on Facebook. So, what are the three things that we need to empower self? I took all the stuff that I've been talking about in the past few months and kind of squished it in this discussion that we're having tonight. So, number one, empowering self is to be passionate about yourself. Are you passionate about yourself? Are you renewing the passion within you? Now, I'm going to have a whole separate thing on that later uh, down the road. But are you renewing your own passion? That's number one. Number two, have you switched your mindset? Have you switched it? Have you started talking to yourself differently, more positively? And when you have passion, when you switch your mindset, you are then able to manifest what you want. And we'll get into all that about manifestation. So if you have a piece of pen and paper, I want you to write down one thing that you're passionate about, that you love. Whether it's happening or not, one thing that you love. Write it down. Or you could put it in the comments, whichever you wish. Okay? Emmy says, I renew my passion around horses. I love that. That's excellent. So one thing that you want to be passionate about, okay? Or one thing that you are passionate about. Now, on the flip side, I want you to write down one thing that is preventing you from what you're passionate about. One thing that's preventing you from doing that. Okay. Rachel, I'm renewing my passion around hiking. That's great. That's awesome. So underneath the side that you're passionate about, not the one that you're, preventing you, but underneath what you're passionate about, what feelings do you get from, we'll go with Rachel real quick. What feelings do you get around hiking? What does it bring up for you? Why are you passionate about it? Okay. Emmy, what brings up for you the love of horses? Butlering. Okay. Myself, uncertainty. Okay. So what prevents you is you and the uncertainty of it. Okay. So and Lindsay said fear of failure. Got it. Carla says tarot cards. I want to be able to help people heal. Okay. So I'm going to just tweak that just a little bit. You want to be able to offer an environment where a person has the choice or can see the choice of healing. You're giving, it's like, here's a playground and here's all the things in the playground. If you choose to go on the seesaw, you choose on the seesaw. If you go on the slide, you go on the slide. Each will have an experience. So you want to give that client the choice of an experience for healing. And I'm just tweaking that a little bit, Carla, because putting that on you can stop. Like, but I wanted to help people heal. We have to be careful with that because I've done it. I don't want to fix anybody. I want to be able to offer choices for healing, if that makes sense. Connection to nature, spirit, and moving energy. Love that. Fear of success. Carla, gotcha. Great. Automatically happy when I see a horse. How will we relate to one another? There's an exchange of energy. Excellent. Excellent. So the passion piece. Okay. What brings you passion? Okay. So I'm going to go, y'all know that you've been here with me all these times. And if you're new, I love food. I'm a foodie. Okay. So what am I passionate about? I'm passionate about eating, everybody. I'm passionate about eating, especially good chocolate. So I'm passionate about eating, but I'm passionate about the food experience. What food gives me what I feel when I cook, what I feel when I even though, I'm cooking for friends or whatever, and I cook for friends, that passion of look at what it aligns me to um my mom and dad, which are oops, right over there. Okay. Instagram, you can't see them, but they're over here. So what aligns what aligns me with them? It brings back good memories. It brings back a time of family connection. So that it brings back, maybe if I make a Greek dish, it brings back my heritage. So it's that passion of food that I love to share that gets me excited because we're going to sit around the table and have a discussion and have a good experience, have a good memory. So that's the passion for food. If I'm cooking and I'm pissy, or if I'm cooking in anger, I'm like, oh my God, or cooking in like, oh, is this going to turn out right? Oh my God, something will always miss, something will always be missed, or um it tastes good but it doesn't taste as good as I wanted it to. There was something that I was overthinking. So my mindset had to switch on that. If I'm cooking from my heart, that's the important piece. Yes, following a recipe, or you know tasting the food as I'm going, those kind of things. And then what I will manifest from there will be a great experience. I just had some fabulous spinach slip. Very nice. Very nice. Hi, Karen. I'll finish spinach dip. Good for you. That's actually, I would love to know what I'm like thinking in my head. Spinach slip, is that a drink? But good for you. But a spinach dip. Love a good spinach dip. Um, Excellent. Thank you. Steve says he's also passionate about eating. So look at what you're passionate about. And now, everybody, look at the thing that's stopping you. Why is it stopping you? Why is that stopping you? So let me go with Joni. Uncertainty. Tell me what the uncertainty means for you. Tell me what that means. I'll give you a moment. Because for some of us, and again, Joni, please know I'm not trying to put words into your fingers, but uncertainty could be fear. Uncertainty of, am I going to be successful? Are people going to judge? Um, is this really right for me? Am I going to fail? So all these things come up and it diminishes our passion. So what happens if, of course, we'll go back to food. There's a beautiful hot fudge sundae looking very tasty, and it's right next door to a piece of chocolate cake. And someone's like, oh, this place is known for their cake is so dry, and they use imitation fudge. Not going to taste good. I wouldn't if I were you. Last time I was here, I got a stomach ache. Am I going to want to even take a little nibble of that delicious hot fudge sundae and dry cake? Probably not. Probably not. When someone judges something and says to you, why would you want to do that? You're not going to X, Y, and Z. You're not going to make enough money. You're not going to do this, that, or the other, you're not going to succeed. So that outside noise gets stuck in here. So we now have our inner chaos talking, and then we slowly go down the rabbit hole with the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and with I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, not going to happen, and we start doubting ourselves. My thought process here is, if you have the passion for something and you want to make it happen, you try, or you, let me get the word try out, you will attempt to do the best you can, the best you can. And as you do that, you will learn many things on that trip. And as you learn, you're like, oh, I got this out of that. I can make this better, or I can do this from that. It's empowering to yourself. It's empowering to yourself. How many of you have given up on something, tried it again, given up on it, tried it again, and you finally got it and it feels really good? How many of you have done that? And if anybody hasn't, put it in the comments, because I'd like to know who hasn't. Do you guys give up easily? Do you give up easily? Because when we have the passion and when we work through and renewing our passion, we can get excited about it. We can find out what we really like about things. We can filter out those things that didn't work, and we shift. We shift it. And when we shift it, we shift the mindset. So, for example, the mindset, we make a mistake and we have to thank the mistake. We then, as we make the mistake, we go into maybe a new idea, or maybe not. But if you have the intention of doing something, and then you get into, oh, I've got this. I've really got this idea, and I'm going to just go for it. Okay. And as you do this, you decide that you are not going to give up, and you're determined to get a yes, and you're going to see yourself successful. And as you do that, you're going to put some elbow grease in there. You're going to get a little bit involved and more action in there. And then as this builds, you're going to see it, and you're going to treat yourself with kindness. Switching the mindset. Amy says, I give up so easily. I get it. And I have done that too. And why do we think we procrastinate? We procrastinate because we don't want to get hurt, get disappointed. Hey, Brandy, good to see you. Thanks for joining. One time I could not was when I was driving in Italy and I had to be at the airport in the morning. It was hard, but I made it. And you did it, right? You did it. That's the problem. We're so afraid of not succeeding. We're so afraid of failing. And you guys have heard this before. Fail. First attempt in learning. Fail. Fear. False evidence appearing real. So shifting the mindset allows you to find your passion again, going back to passion. And then you manifest what you want, which gets you more into your passion. This all empowering self comes from loving self, from being passionate about who you are, what you stand for, how you show up in the world, and how you help others to do so if you choose as well. So if somebody wants to come on camera with me and do a little coaching type thing, um, feel free to do so. Or if you want to say I have a situation where I'm stuck, let's go ahead and pick that apart if you want to. Cheers, everybody. Great job, Priscilla. Priscilla says, I almost gave up on myself on not being able to control my panic attacks on my own, but I did it. I did not give up. Yes. Because sometimes what happens is, I know for me, my mom and dad always were there. They were always there. I never had to, they hated seeing me struggle, or they hated seeing me um, look so distraught about something. So, what do nice Greek parents do? They help you fix it. And when I was younger, my mom said, even when I was 2, I never needed help with putting on clothes. I would always tell her, I want to. So I wanted to put on my own shirt. I wanted to put on my own pants. I wanted to do it without anybody's help. And it's so, we need support. We need people to cheer us on, but so gratifying when we can do something on our own. So gratifying. I mean, you guys know how I am about marketing stuff. I I looked at Canva going, oh, there is no way in hell that I'm going to be able to do this. I had patience, and I didn't procrastinate as much as I usually do. And little by little, I did it. Now I know how to take a picture and delete the background and put a new background in it, and it looks great. I'm so excited about this stuff. It's really, really awesome. It's really awesome. Now, is it, the best? I'm not asking for the best. In my eyes, it's the best that I can do. It's excellent and brilliant. Doesn't have to be perfect. Excellent, brilliant. I just figured out Canva. I'm so proud of myself. See? So when you could do that little step and you take one step towards something, you can take steps to other things. It's possible. Anything is possible when you set your mind to it. Carla says, I'm feeling like I'm having a midlife crisis. Turned 50. Congratulations. Been to law school, and now I'm so disappointed in the justice system that I feel like all my education is for naught. Any advice is appreciated. Okay, so let me ask you, are you passionate about law? I know you're disappointed in the justice system, but are you passionate about giving a person a voice when they don't have one? For helping them to stick up to the big wigs, or whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about. Because it is so important to inspire others, to use your education. Yes, I mean, I could tell you that um, I was in college and I didn't finish my psych degree, basically a semester away. Didn't finish it. Loved it. Found it fascinating. And tried to go back to school twice. Didn't work out. I even tried to go back a couple of years ago. Wasn't the right time. Finding the coaching piece uses a little bit of that now, again, I am not a therapist, nor do I claim to be a therapist, but I find the psyche fascinating. I find the spiritual piece fascinating, the psycho-spiritual piece, and I use the intuitive piece to help in the coaching. So here I have, it's just like when I was younger. I wanted to be an actor. Then I wanted to be a doctor. And then I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I wanted to do all these things of service. What did I have? I had retail experience. I had restaurant experience managing. I had management in retail. I had advertising experience. So I had all these experiences, massage therapy, and each piece fit together to what I am doing now. Even the acting piece, not saying that I'm an actor, but saying that I can get up and be on this kind of platform and feel okay. Nerve wracking because, oh my God, what are people going to think? Oh my God, what are people going to say? But I use a piece of each of those experiences to bring together this 57-year-old man right now. Scary that I just said it like that. But that it gives that experience. So now I have the piece of my passion about being of service, of bridging the gap between two worlds, traditional and non-traditional. I have the passion of teaching others about intuition. I have the passion about teaching others about community and support. And just like it says on my website, connect, educate, and grow. Everything I believe in. It took 40 some years to get there. And well, no, let me take that back. It took 52 years to get there. And I love this. I love this. I love creating this. And I love coming together and realizing that I came up with my own manifestation equation. And how wonderful is that? Instagram. Desire, idea, action, passion plus belief, faith plus trust, thankfulness and gratefulness equals what you want. So important. And each of these pieces helps us to empower ourselves. So, okay, got off on a tangent. Let me see what you're saying. Done is better than perfect. Yep. Sunny Dawn Johnson. She'll be on, by the way, you guys. Sunny will be on March 15th with me, chatting at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Please come and join. If you put it that way, yes, I want to be the voice for people who have been wrongfully convicted. That is the passion piece, Carla. That's the passion piece. And please know I say this with all due respect to all lawyers out there. Make a difference. Yes, we know the justice system. Make a difference. Make a difference in that person, that one person who has been wrongfully convicted. Make a difference to that person. Give them the voice. Give them the opportunity to tell their story. And how good will it feel when that person is heard? And that you could do something really wonderful for someone. Being an advocate for someone. Excellent. Whatever happens with your legal cases, you will be the voice for those people. Exactly, Emmy. Good job. Brandy says, I almost completed my psych degree. I completely understand, but now I understand that I still have the knowledge, just not the piece of paper. I get it. And what can you do with that? There's so many things that you could do with it. You can understand people differently. And you can't prescribe. You can't, say, this is what it sounds like, but you can suggest, and you can say, this is what I see from it, or give a different switch. People think I'm a little crazy when I'm going to say this, but I'll say this. Okay, the Hallmark Channel. The Hallmark Channel. There's a show on there. It's called The Good Witch, and she has a lot of intuitive stuff, and she gives a lot of wonderful suggestions. And she does it with quite a diplomatic sense and with finesse. And it's just, the advice it's written really well. And that's something to think about. Oh, this person owns like a little boutique store, yet people are coming to her for the advice. Those of you that are massage therapists, we've learned how to massage, but sometimes the people want to chat, and we just listen. We hold that container. We hold that sacred space for those people. It's a beautiful gift. No problem. Thank you, Priscilla. Excellent, Carla. And I'm going to say that you're doing more than trying. You are attempting the best that you can. And I'm really excited for you. Be the change you want to see in the world. Exactly. And thank you, Sarah, for putting that on there. I appreciate that. So we can really talk more and more and go in depth into this. But I wanted to say that I'm going to be doing a 6-week program talking about group coaching. And what we're going to be doing in there is we're going to talk about our fears. We're going to talk about what sets us back. We're going to talk about how can we flip the switch. We're going to talk about finding our passion. We're going to talk about doing that mindset switch. We're going to talk about how we manifest. And doing it in a group is so beneficial. Several of you have done some of the group coaching, and I thank you for it. It's been really shifting as and evolving as I do it through these years. And this one is a little bit different. We are going to talk about renewing that passion. And we're going to talk about what does it feel like in here? And when it doesn't feel good in here, why? What have we told ourselves that isn't true, that it's true? What assumptions have we made? So for 6 weeks, we're going to do that, and it's going to be wonderful. Hello, Sister Sledge. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So if you're interested, if one of the moderators can put the info about the 6-week, that'd be great. Thank you. So we're going to do, it's going to be a group of 4 or more. It's going to be online via Zoom, and we'll meet once a week for 6 weeks, starting March 28th, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we're going to do this wonderful program that's going to help you, assist you to get your groove back, to get you to find your spring in your spring in your step, to be able to shift this. Is that on a Wednesday night? It's on Monday, March 28th. We'll start on Mondays. Hi, Megan. Good to see you. You're going to have to watch the replay, my friend. You can watch it on Facebook on there, because sometimes Instagram, I don't know why it's not replaying. So it's that high-tech thing that I haven't figured out. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for being here. So on Monday nights, we are going to do group coaching. 6 weeks for about an hour. Debbie Del Rio is my best friend. Yay, Debbie Del Rio. I'm so glad. I love Emmy. I just love her. And those of you who have taken, we've done another course, which is the Intuitive Mindset group. And that's going to be like a part 2 coming up 6 weeks after that, after this one, because that really dives into your pardon me, that really dives into your intuitive stuff and what keeps you from hearing, seeing, feeling, knowing your intuitive skills. We start off with the mindset, but we have to renew our passion, everybody. And if you don't know what your passion is, you have to go out there and get it. Try it. See what does. Doesn't matter. If you don't do it, if you don't jump into it and just say, I'm going to try this. I really like it. And I want to see if this is for me. And do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Scratch it off. Go to the next thing. But it's finding your passion. And like I said, once you find the passion, then you can switch the mindset. And once you switch the mindset, then you're truly able to manifest what you want. And all this empowers you. So if you're interested in the 6-week program that starts on March 28th, my calendar is right up here, March 28th, drop me an email. Let me know. The cost is $127 for the whole 6 weeks. And I don't know. I don't have, well, I do have a calculator. I mean, honestly, truly, that comes, wait, did I do that right? 127 divided by 6. Yeah, comes out to be like $21 a session. So come join us. We need a group of 4 or more, and I'm super excited. I will be back on Wednesday morning for guided meditation. We have a special guest, Michael Rakoff, will be with us talking about and we're back. And they couldn't make Wednesdays, so we had to move things around a little bit. So I'm super excited. There is a calendar on the Facebook page. Just scroll for it and you'll find it and you'll see what's there. So I want to thank you for your time this evening. If anybody has any questions, please let me know and we will talk soon. Remember, guys, follow your passion. As always, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate one another. And when we educate one another, we grow. There is unity in community. From my heart to yours, thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube. And we'll talk soon. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.